dear participants of the Yerevan Dialogue, dear Madam Chair of the thematic session, my dear Sheila, dear all, indeed, ratification of Rome Statute is a legal milestone. It is a clear expression of Armenia's commitment to the principles of accountability, justice, and the rule of law, both domestically and globally. It is also a sovereign decision taken in the light of evolving security and legal landscape facing. International justice, through mechanisms like International Criminal Court, plays a vital role not only in addressing past atrocities, as you mentioned in your introduction, Sheila, but in actively shaping a more just and secure future. It's imperative to reinforce sovereignty also through comprehensive legal mechanisms and institutions. For Armenia, this engagement strengthens institutional resilience and reinforces the message and even manifestation that impunity is no longer an option for anyone and anywhere. A modern state's sovereignty is not only protected by its borders and armies. It used to, but now it's the main challenge. And it also needed to strengthen the legal mechanisms and institutions. Legal tools shape legal strategy, create security architecture to proactively guard against and respond to evolving threats. As Prosecutor General, and you mentioned first female Prosecutor General, I see it as our duty to ensure that Armenia does not only participate in international justice. I want the Prosecution Office be involved in active shaping and upholding the standards, integrating international principles into our prosecutorial practice, into our legal reforms and institutional culture. I want to mention that since ratification of Rome Statute, it was indeed, and I will repeat, a milestone in legal reform of Armenia. The Prosecutor General's Office undertook several steps. We want to ensure that we are in comply of the process. So we ensure the compliance of the framework, the legal framework. Then we started bilateral meetings and dialogues with our colleagues from ICC. We continue the capacity buildings activities, and we enhance for sure the bilateral cooperation with the prosecutor's office. And the evidence of my mention is our participation in Eurojust and active dialogue with ICC, which we continue now within the scope of Yerevan Dialogue. I want to mention that our engagement with international justice is not just about addressing the past, it's about safeguarding the future. It is a manifestation that Armenia stands with a community of nations that believes justice is the most powerful shield for peace, security, and sovereignty. Dear participants of Yerevan Dialogue, prosecution and prosecutors are at the forefront of the fight for justice despite the significant challenges they are facing while fulfilling their obligations. It's not about Armenia only. It's an over world and also including European partners challenge. Public prosecutors navigate complex legal landscapes and issues, ensuring that prosecution is conducted in line with international standards. The commitment of the Prosecution Office of Armenia is vital and instrumental for preserving public confidence in law, justice, and which is more important, the upholding of justice. So, as you mentioned, Shayla, I was following your word that justice is not an abstract. It's not an abstract aspiration. It's a discipline. It's duty and direction. The law is compass and accountability is the path that ensure we do not lose our way. So Rome Statute and the broader framework of international justice remind us that legality must be the language through which the world addresses harm, resolves conflicts, and protects human dignity. That's the path of Armenian Prosecutor's Office as well. So let us be reminded that justice must not only be done. It's the main challenge of prosecution offices worldwide. It must be seen to be done, and seen boldly, independently, and fairly. This is the burden and the honor of prosecutors. So prosecutors, as the guardians of legality, continue to ensure that the force of law always prevails over the law of force. And I don't want to move on with these issues. I want to give more space for questions. I suppose we are going to have questions and answers, and I stand ready to address any questions you may have concerning the path of prosecutor's office within the scope of new challenges. I mean, both negative challenges and positive challenges as well. So I will stop here to give more floor to my distinguished colleagues.